Mr. Liu Zhiqin, a senior fellow at the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies of the Renmin University of China. Mr. Liu, always a pleasure to have you on the show. So we're seeing steady economic recovery across the country. What are some of the highlights that you have observed on these local incentive or supportive policies, and what more would you suggest?
I believe that the main highlights that for our regional government to support their economic recovery is quite similar, especially for those regions in the coastal areas that they have more incentive for policies support this economic recovery, especially support those small and middle-sized companies. So I think the first is the policy supporting is quite important. They have the market accessible and also financial easing policies, and also another key point is that they have a very well improved environment business condition. Because as we know, the business environment is not only the hardware, but also the software. That means that doing business atmosphere is much better than any other places. So this is quite an important thing. When I met with some local companies or even foreign investors in this area, they always tell me that they feel quite relaxing, they're quite easy. So the atmosphere of doing business in this area is a very important condition to attract more investors. So I think the local government, they are trying their best to have a so-called, as the Chinese tradition, the wonderful, successful start of the new year. So that's why they try their best to improve and they upgrade their policy to support the economic recovery. This is the main highlights, I should say.
Mr. Liu, our reporter was in EU, the smart commodity production and export hub of the world, basically. Now, amid weaker external demand, what new opportunities do you think that China's reopening and easing of COVID-19 policies would bring for those export-oriented small businesses?
I think for those export-oriented companies or regions that they are facing more challenges in different competitions, not only for domestic market, but also for global market. But I think like EU, such cities, the export-oriented areas, they are featured by freedom, by liberalizing of the market. This is quite important. The liberalizing market means that people can mobilize freely, and the goods products can mobilize, and also supply chain can be also arranged and rearranged that in a short time. This is very important for the success of the EU or EU-like cities in this region. So we see many EU-like cities in this area, not only EU alone, but also there are many small cities. What the local government, they are very clever that to see what the real companies they need, what the condition they hope to have to do more business. So this is very important because of the confidence and also freedom for the both sides. Quite an important element for all this area to get more quicker and faster and safer and sustainable development. This is a very important key element for recovery of the country.
Oh, great stuff. Thank you.